I'm Arjun, serving as a senior DevOps engineer at Infosys, and I have solid 10 years of experience in the DevOps field, and I'm also certified trainer over the 5 years. I will be guiding you on this DevOps professional for further journey.
A small recap of yesterday's class. So we have been discussed regarding the types of applications, the area of the DevOps. So the area of the DevOps on the cloud, basically cloud. That means how many tools are using inside the process of SDLC, software development lifecycle, and one process to another process. I can call it as phases. One phase to another phase, how it is connecting. So we have seen that in yesterday's class. And today let's discuss about the industry types and the application types and tech stack and how a DevOps engineer has to be fit into it. And if I'm not wrong, yesterday we also covered the types of DevOps jobs like software job, software engineer, automation engineer, DevOps and data engineer, and as well as DevOps support engineer, SRE like this. We have discussed different types of job profiles where a DevOps engineer going to be involved and hired and going to be worked. So accordingly, there are many projects in IT completely. So we are calling it as an IT. That means it has to be with certain categories. So what type of categories are they and what type of applications? First, let me write down again one more time different type of applications. The first one is web application. Second one is mobile applications. Mobile applications means it could be an Android and iOS also. And then after desktop applications. And then after enterprise application. And then after embedded application, IoT application. Okay. And we have cloud applications and distributed applications. Okay. So like this, we have applications. Total IT is working on these kind of applications only. So there is no other applications that going to be created newly. But most of the times, the IT completely, whatever the business is running in the IT industry or in the in this application. So web applications are nothing but example, it's like Chrome. We have a Chrome in our desktop, right? So, and we are logging into the Mintra and you're logging into the Flipkart, you're logging into the Netflix on the web browser. So those are web applications, like Chrome is an example. And mobile applications also, Chrome also one more example. And the better example is Zoom. So now you have connected with the Zoom in mobile, and you can also log in Zoom and web-based the Chrome, and you can also log in with the desktop application. Okay. And coming to enterprise applications, these are like ERP systems, like SAP. We have tools like applications on SAP side, Salesforce, SAP ERP systems, or enterprise applications. Embedded applications are nothing but we have a MRI scanning machines, right? At hospitals, we have a multiple health missions, health checkup missions, and pacemakers, right? Useful at the heart surgeries. This kind of applications are embedded, and I can also include here automobile also. And IoT applications is completely like Alexa is the best example, and it comes into the automobile like Tesla car and Alexa. And cloud applications are like our applications like Gmail. So many applications are available outside, which cloud-based applications available. Now we are using Microsoft 365 applications, cloud-based applications. So there is a support available for it. Okay. And distributed applications are like our applications, like uh, a company is developing and giving in a monolithic and a microservices procedure. So that is distributed applications that we are going to be work as a company application. So these many applications are there, And these applications are divided into the multiple categories according to the industry type. A DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer or a data engineer are going to be work in all these categories of the application. After this course, you might be going to be work on any of the one application or one of the type project. Okay. So industry categories are like finance, finance category. So in this finance category, we can go with a kind of project. So every category of the industry will be go with a type of project. Okay. So it is having some tech stack. So with that only we will be developing the projects. Even our architectures, everyone is go through with this principle only. So here it will be an automated trading platform at finance. Okay. So it will be an automated trading platform at finance. And so the tech stack of this project. So basically, this type of application will include high uh, frequency. So it is going to be needed at high frequency in order to a dynamic communication. Okay. So this application type will be high frequency. I say like HF. Okay. And the tech stack of this. So since we are a DevOps engineer, and what are all the skills we needed to be work on this, and while this project also developing, what are the major things from the old times to be right now into the modern DevOps also. So these tech stacks are mandatory in order to develop this kind of applications or projects. Okay. The first one is SCM. Source code is mandatory. Let me write down in the down. Source code management is mandatory. And we need to be do some CI/CD, because without doing integrations and buildings, this project cannot be achieved. So we need to be build it, like we can use the build tools itself in the CI/CD, and there will be a type of converting these packages into containerization. Okay, we can use a Docker here for the containerization. I'll just write it down that OpenShift or Docker, you can use it here. And then, so this project is mainly for employees logging. That is ELK stack and Logstash and security are main. Like we use a Snake, Ashika, Vault, like this tools in it. So this is a damn sure tech stack a DevOps engineer need to be have, whether he is going to work on this high frequency automated trading platforms like finance based. So finance based means we have loan applications, right? You will take some loans, right? Online also we take some credit B, this kind of Navi loans. So this kind of applications will come under the finance kind of category. So that could be a mobile application and that could be a web application. Okay. So both the ways. That could be a web application and that could be this application, mobile application. And the second type of category was, let me write down here, healthcare. So in this healthcare projects, so what is the a project type will be? Okay. The project type will be always electronic. Electronic health record as EHR we call. You can also search it in the Google. You'll find many articles. Okay. So EHR. So here, this type of application, it is mostly web-based mobile applications. Okay. Web and mobile applications like Apollo, and you are also downloading MedPlace applications, right? So this is an application, and it is also going to be needed the same, but the tech stack is somewhat It will be a somewhat like your Angular or Node. Accordingly, you have to use the SCM and the CI/CD. We will be building the packages for it in a yeah, like Angular, Node, and backend processes also. So that should be work. And here, basically, this kind of applications, mobile applications, we will build through the Gradle, because Gradle will be going to give you APK and AAD packages. So basically, mobile application is a APK application, right? It's through the Gradle. So Gradle is a build tool which gives the APK and AAD kind of things. And we also use Fastline for to generate this kind of mobile applications. And yes, we know containerization again important here, and logging also important here. But here we always need to do a inspection in this kind of applications. So that's how there is one more tech stack skill or area is involving always, that is complaints here. Okay. So we need to do inspect on this application because it's every time important and up to date every day. Healthcare is everyday thing. Every day your data is going to be updated a lot and lot. So you should be always inspected. And coming to e-commerce industries, the next one, I'll say second, e-commerce, e-commerce projects. So in this e-commerce projects, we'll be having mostly online retail platforms, project types, online retail platforms. When you see online retail platform means that is e-commerce, and you can consider like a Walmart, you can consider like Myntra, Flipkart, and other the business applications. Okay, so those are all e-commerce applications, and basically this application type always in a microservices. Okay, so always your e-commerce will be in the microservices. Mono is done already, so it is not more in use for the e-commerces, because e-commerce need to be handled high traffic. Okay, the festival seasons and all. So microservices is the best one for it, and every day they need to do a continuous development in it. So microservices is the type of the application here, and we do also follow the same kind of tech stack. Let me copy and keep the same. But here one change, that we are going to use logging actively with the Splunk. Pakka damn sure Splunk will be there at the e-commerce projects, because it gives you a wide range of logging and monitoring and alerting. Okay, so we need to use a Splunk here. It is biggest business. We need to have a always application support team to be an eye, and we need to be an accurate alerting process should be there, and resolving also. So we go with the Splunk. And the second one, third one, like telenet communication. Telecommunication, nothing but internet service providers. Communications. Okay. So in these industries, there will be a like NMS we can call network management system. So in this system, yeah. So in this system also, we will be going to use the same, but here we use more alerting. The same tech stack I can see. I can keep it here, but there's no web applications like this. So here it will be always different applications they develop according to their mainframes. So here also Splunk involves, and Ops Genie involves most of the times, as I've seen in many projects. Okay. And this is third one. The next one is media and entertainment and game. So these three are comes under same type. Let's say media and entertainment. So here the application type will be streaming services platform. Okay, streaming services platform. Here we call PUBG, Candy Crush, Hotstar, Netflix, all this type of applications, web application, desktop, and again mobile applications comes under this media entertainment type and industry. So here also our tech stack is needed the same, but there's a change additionally. So it is going to be needed CDN integrations, content delivery network via global. Okay. So we have to previously still many projects are using Akamai for security, or we can use a CloudFront services from any of the cloud service providers. If not, we have an Akamai, which is high security company. They provides the global wide at your endpoints, the media entertainment. And we do have a automotive industry and retail industries. Let me tell about the retail industry. Retail companies, like it's the fifth one. So retail industry. So in this retail industry, inventory management systems. Basically, the manage inventory management system. So this kind of applications is also going to have the same tech stack, but you might be going to be work on the retail with on premises, or it could be a cloud, most of this. Okay. And then the last one, we have education industry. So where this kind of category applications are nothing but LMS, learning management system. Okay. Learning management system. So this kind of applications will be good. And yes, there is a one more also I forgot. Let me write it down. Sixth one, which is nothing but logistics. Logistic industries. So in this logistic industries, we use a project type is like fleet management, MGMT system. Okay. So these many types of industries are there, and every type of industry and every application again depends on the tech stack. So a developer point of view, it could be a front end, back end database. Like it's their wish. They want to develop in a Node.js, React.js, Java, .NET, Vue, Flutter, like this. But coming to a DevOps point of view, so you will be going to be work on this kind of industries and this kind of application types. After program, you might be going to be work on any of this area. Your project can be any of this area. Okay. So these are the categories and the application types. And if we talk more, there are types of projects also on the cloud and on premises. Let's say this is my on-prem. On-prem means nothing but data center. Okay. One more name is on-prem. On-prem. So here I will be having a rack service, multiple servers in it, like this. Yeah. I will be giving a security by using a firewall, and I have a databases and web servers. So this is my web server, and these are all databases and other things and servers. Okay. So my application is running here right now, and it is connected to the internet. Right now, my application is running here. So when my application is running here, yes, it's well and good. But I'm not able to manage the data center and data center costs and maintenance everything. Oh, I want to move to the cloud side right now. Yes, I can move to the cloud side. So when I want to move this application into the cloud, so I have to replicate the same kind of servers here also. I need to replicate the same kind of infrastructure. Need to replicate the same kind of infrastructure. How my data center structure is there. Same kind of thing. So I need to connect my data center to my cloud. So by using with certain use VPN connectivities. I need to use a VPN connectivities in between to connect my cloud with the this one like VPN or direct connect DX. Okay. So with this, I will be connecting to my cloud. And then once I created this kind of an infrastructure, I have to migrate this application here into my cloud. So it's not easy that as we're talking, moving an application here. Okay, this is one project. Project one, migration. Okay, migration. So these migrations are including many types, many types. Like in general life, let's talk about the human life. If I want to migrate from Bangalore to Hyderabad, I will be migrating in a way like I'll keep my luggage, everything over Bangalore, and I'll migrate to the Hyderabad for temporary. I'll go for a 1 month or 1 week, and then I'll come back. And the second type of migration is I'll take my whole luggage and everything, and I'll go there for 1 year to Hyderabad, or 2 years to Hyderabad. Okay, so that is one more type of migration. And I'll take my whole family from Bangalore to Hyderabad and settle over there like a 5 years of range. And whatever here I have assets, I'll also leave and I'll permanently move to Hyderabad. So like this, and a human life only, we are doing this. How many? Five types of migrations we are going with. Same way, my application also needed to be migrated to the cloud side in a different ways. So we have types of migrations. Types of migration. So right now, I want to migrate this application on the cloud. So first of all, I need to create this kind of infrastructure. So nothing but recreating the infrastructure. Okay. Recreating the infrastructure. So once I recreate the infrastructure, I will be moving this application code and I'll deploy here into this infrastructure only web-based. Web-based. My original application will run here. Will run here, but I'll replicate here and it is running web-based, and I'll connect this application to my database. I'll connect this application to my database. So I'll test it out this one first. Hey, it's working perfect as expected. Fine. Then I'll stop application here and I will forward the traffic to here. So my main application will work here, but the data will be from the on-premises. So this combination, would be this is on-prem private network and this is a public network at the cloud. Okay. And if I don't want this DB, yes, I will be replicating the DB and I'll keep the connection, but I also keep the connection to my application in the cloud also. I'll create the same kind of DB things here and I'll host my application. Okay. So this kind of migration we do. Okay. So in this procedure, there are types of application migrations are involved. Let me write it down them, then you'll get a clarity. The first one is lift and shift. Okay. So lift and shift migration is nothing but again rehosting. Rehosting. That means I am moving my application. Okay. I am moving my application from my on-premises, from the data centers to the cloud side without any changes in the application. Just I'm taking up and putting there. That's it. Okay. So this is a lift and shift rehosting. Again, you are hosting an application cloud side in the same way. So that is this one. And coming to replatforming. Replatforming. So this type of migration, you are moving an application with the minimal changes. Okay. With the minimal changes, and you are going to use cloud benefits. That means you are doing a replatform, you're creating an infrastructure by using some cloud services, and your application should also leverage those. So this is one kind of migration. Okay. And re-architecting. The third one is re-architecting. So this kind of migration is nothing but you will be creating the application like more cloud native. That means you're completely replicating. So for example, here I'm writing a web in English. The same meaning, same kind of pronunciation. I want to write web in the like in different language, like in a Russian language or a French language in the cloud. So that is the difference. So here I'm going to architecting the application with the same, but more it will be cloud native. It completely use the cloud services. Okay. And the third one, fourth one, most of the times, few projects are already there. Repurchase. So repurchasing means moving to SaaS products. Yes, yes. Moving to SaaS products like SaaS providings. So here we use like CRM, ERP, and collaboration tools of the cloud. So this is what our application going to be used. Some services with that, instead of using and paying at your on-premises, you will be leveraging those things. Okay. So these are the most common strategies. And coming to our industry type, why I'm telling our industry types are also going to do the same. Now there are many projects in the market, migrations at telecom, migrations at e-commerce, migrations at healthcare, and migrations at banking, like here only finance, and the finance banking. Okay. So we have these types. In my experience, I've seen these are the maximum types of projects, like banking is having a refactoring mostly. They go with it. Even when I'm also going to be I'll be planning the refactoring only if the project into my hand, because it is having a benefits. Since it is a finance, I don't want to be take any risk. Okay. So since it is in a refactoring, I need to be re-architect a monolithic application app to my microservices in order to leverage my cloud system. Okay. And then e-commerce. So e-commerce again are going to be used lift and shift kind of things. Rehosting. Okay. I'll design a project with this only if it is into my hand, because I know the benefits of it. And then healthcare, I'll do re-platform. Okay. I need to do a minimal changes in order to leverage the cloud things. So like this, and right now in industry also, this kind of migrations and projects are going on. And it's completely architect and CTO and CEO decisions. Chief Technical Officer, CFO, chief financial officer, subject matter expert, observability expert, and also business analyst and architect. So these guys are main important to be get done the project into one platform. Architects, SME, CFO, CTOs. So these are the main people who will decide the project should be on which cloud and what type of it is, what is the budget of it is, should we create an hiring or not, should we use the services from the third party or not, are we going to be develop ourselves or not, what is our capability from the last auditing of the year, and what we do. Okay, so this is going to be done in a night. So here, if you are a DevOps engineer, you're going to touch all this point. Okay, this much knowledge you'll get from your on premises to the cloud side. So we have two more application types. One is monolithic and microservices. So most of the times projects are like in the modern era. So every applications like 70% applications are microservices, 30% applications are monolithic. Monolithic is nothing but our legacy systems, the old system applications. Right now they are migrating to the microservices. Okay, with the minimal changes, maximum changes like this. If you all clear up to this concepts, then I'll move forward. If you have any doubts, just ask me. I think I feel like one-way communication only. I'm going with my voice only. No message and no unmute and no one is talking in the between. Anything you want to know here, or any confusion, any question you had in this process? Is it help you guys or not?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Kasim.
Which kind of application we will migrate from on-premises to on cloud? Is it monolithic and microservices in this training?
Monolithic.
Okay, okay.
In your projects, in your real time, where like you will be joining into companies, right? You'll do a migration monolithic mostly because those are legacy systems. Legacy applications are data centers only. So that's how they are moving to the cloud side. So mostly monolithic.
Okay.
Yeah. So did anyone having a idea about monolithic and microservices difference?
No, sir. Please explain.
Sure. Others are fine with this information, right? As of now, if you want to ask me before I'm going forward, then I can tell. I feel two-way communication will be good and it's clear more of our doubts and you'll get more knowledge. Okay, so coming to monolithic and the microservices, let's discuss with the examples. Then you'll get a very good clarity. Let's say this is my Windows laptop, Windows 10 or 11. Okay, I had an update in my laptop basically. When I had an update here, you went and you selected an update and downloaded it and it is installed. To reflect that update in your system, it will ask to restart, right? It will ask to restart. That means your whole system you need to be shut down. Your whole system need to be, you have to shut down and then you have to start it again. Then you can see that the new feature. So here you open the Paint, you open the Excel, you open the Chrome, you open other services in your system. But you want a specific update in your Windows system, but it is not going to reflect it without restart, right? Without restart, it will be not reflected. So this is monolithic. Okay. Monolithic means one service is dependent on another service. One service is dependent on another service. You cannot update This is separately without disturbing the other service. You cannot update this service without disturbing the other service. That is monolithic. Coming to microservices, it is a Linux server. It is a Linux server. So in this Linux server, you can actually update one version without touching another version or another service. So if I have 3 versions, I can update this one separately without disturbing this one. Okay. So this is microservice. So I don't need to shut down whole system. I can do update and it will be reflected. So this is Linux, this is microservices, and this is Windows monolithic. The basic difference you should understand. And based on this architect and based on this purpose, we are developing the applications. So monolithic applications are legacy applications, the old applications. Microservice applications are the new applications. Okay. Right now you're seeing Netflix, Myntra, Flipkart, Amazon Prime, other these sites, Apollo sites, MedPlay sites. These are all microservices. E-commerce. E-commerce all are microservices. Monolithic are still there in the market, and they are right now migrating to the microservices, and they're also moving from on-prem to the cloud side. Okay. So you might going to be work on monolithic. Most of the monolithics are Java and .NET tech stack environments. Most of the times in the world, most, like I would say 70%, because if you go back 10 years back, these two are the major programming languages. Okay, that's how. Then after now we have Node.js, React.js, other Angular, many things are there now. So now it is everything is a microservices based. Our cloud also microservices. Cloud itself is a microservice again. So this is the major difference between. Is it clear? This part?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Others are not talking even. Fine. I don't know you're getting this subject into your mind or not. I feel like you should get the subject from me. Then I'll satisfy. If you're not, then let me know. I'll repeat one more time. Don't be hesitate to talk anything. It can be anything you can speak. So there will be a one more type of thing, which is DR and DC. DC, data center, and this is DR. DR means disaster recovery, and this is data center. It is also there at cloud, and we will be running applications at this data centers. The data will be present at the both sides. Okay. And whenever right now my application is serving at the internet right now, like www.abc.com is there, and it is right now serving here with this URL. But all of sudden, so there will be primary and the secondary. So this will be a primary and this will be a secondary, a standby. Okay. Secondary. So right now, whenever you're using the application, you will be first coming to here. So if this data center has some things, crashes, or it is having any failures, anything, automatically your connection need to be switched to the secondary side. Okay, switch to the secondary side. So this process called a failover process. Okay, failover. If one of these failed, other should be a back. So this is called a failover process. Your project can be on a failover also. Your project can be a failover on data centers and as well as at cloud systems also. We do by using cloud services, DC also and cloud services also. We do it with a different same identical environments we do. Okay, so we will be discussing these things in more deeper once we are into the DevOps. Okay, so I hope this information is help you all. If you're not understanding this, ask me one more time. I'll repeat it. And I want to go further, but again, it is a very big topic. I'm feeling you might be overloaded. So next topic is networking. We need to be start. Then only we'll get to know most of the things. What is the cloud? What is the internet? How does everything is working? We'll get to know through the network. If I start this, if I end in between, you'll miss the connection. So please unmute and speak with me. Do you have any confusions or doubts? You want to ask anything about anything?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sir,
Kasim.
yes. Sir, monolithic services are dependent on each other.
Yes, each other service. So you cannot update one service without disturbing the other service.
Okay.
Example, you are logged into the Flipkart. Okay. Right. In which application you daily logins?
Yes, sir. Amazon.
Amazon. Right. So when you log into the Amazon, you have a search bar here. Okay. And you have add to cart and you have buy now and you have some options here category wise, right? And then after you will be having one more section and you go to the one page where your product is selected the location and address, right? I'll check and this is a product and this is add to cart and this is search. Okay, and this is buy now payment. In monolithic scene, what happens? You want to update something, a cart code. So if you want to update the cart code, and right now you're logged in and you're doing some order in the product, and I'm a developer and I want to something. There's some bug in the cart because that is not adding the cards of multiple users. So I have fixed it, but I want to update. But you and your friends, everyone is at login currently. It's at the business hour. If I want to update this fix, I need to shut down the application. I need to take a downtime. Like at least half an hour or 1 hour of downtime, and then I'll deploy into a server, and this is going to be updated. So that is monolithic. So I need to shut down the whole application. So this is also going to not work. This also not works. This also not works, and this is also not works. Completely, I'm shutting down the whole application. So this is not the case in the microservices. So at the microservices, every service, write it down in the one separate repository, will follow one separate pipeline, will follow separate service, will follow separate deployment with the Kubernetes. Okay. So this is one service, this is one service, this is one service, this is one service. If a developer wants to update the cart or payment, so without disturbing this application, you are there and you're doing payment, but it will be updated. Without disturbing the payment, it will be updated. So this is how it is loosely coupled architecture. It loose coupled. In a monolithic, it is tightly coupled. One another dependent. So this is microservices. Getting?
Yes, sir.
If you go through YouTube's and wherever, you'll get a lot of confusion. This is the difference. That's it. This is how it works. We will also do deployments in our classes. Okay, then any doubts? No?
No, sir.
Okay, Kasim.
Sir, as you mentioned, most of the website are still based on microservices. So why we are not going toward microservices based project?
Sorry, why we are not?
Going toward microservices based project in this training.
Yes, we are going. I'm also teaching mono and I will also teach the microservices. Both.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, then uh, thank you everyone for staying with me in the session. We'll meet Monday with a new topic and we'll start into the networking and we'll get into the cloud subject. I think almost demos are going to be end. And if you're done enrollment, that is easy for you to get the notes of what we are discussing. Everything will be in detail in the notes. And we'll start working on the projects and labs. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.